Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. Today we are going to use the Beaute Floral Vintage Palette. I got this on a Boxy pop-up and I think I got it for like $9, which was an awesome score. This is what she looks like. So it has 24 colors, and when a palette is that large, it is really hard for me to come up with a color story. I mean, it's not impossible, but I get left feeling like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I have to think too hard, and I don't like that. So I figured we would do a palette bingo. There's 24 shades. So I'm going to generate the first one. So it's 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. All right. This one is called Button Bush. And these, if you know me, and if you've watched my channel, you know that like reds like this are some of my favorite. By the way, we're doing 5 shades. Generated again, and it's 23. Okay, so the next shade is called Dandelion, and it's a beautiful orange, like a burnt orange. I'm gonna generate it again. 12. I don't know if you can see that. So 12 would be nice. It's called Kenya, I don't know. And it is a orangey red shimmer. The color story is not bad right now. All right, I'm gonna generate it. Color bingos can go really bad sometimes. Palette bingos. Anyways, 8. Okay, 6, 7, 8. All right, this one's called Pampas Grass. Of course, you can hear my neighbor's dogs because my neighbors are shitty dog owners. So it's just a light brown, like a little bit deeper than my skin tone. All right, I'm gonna generate the last one. 22. Didn't I get 22? I don't remember. 18, 19, 20, 21. I didn't. Did you hear that? That was really loud. It sounded like the side of my house too. Okay. Alright. I was hoping for another matte, but I got a shimmer, and it's the Musk Rose. It's just a really light shimmer, so that's fine. It's not a bad color story. I am not unhappy, that's for sure. I wonder what that was on the side of my house. I do have like nut trees. I live like in the country, rural area, and I am next to a nut farm, a fig tree, farm. And so I do have a fig tree in my yard, and also a walnut tree or some kind of nut tree, I don't know. And it's like right next to it, so like they fall and hit my house and you can hear it. And then the squirrels also love running around up on the roof because of the nuts. So maybe it was that, but normally I can, like, it's a distinct sound. Okay, so I cleaned my brushes yesterday and they're still kind of wet. That's a bummer. I cleaned them last night on my break at work, ironically and funny enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Button Blush, which is the shade I am most excited about. I am wearing a beanie because it's kind of chilly. It's not like super cold, you know, but it's cold enough, and like I said in my last video, see, my brush is wet, so it kind of brought it up farther. Fun. Okay, that sucks. Since I've lost weight, I get cold easier. Not like a big complaint at all, because I actually prefer to be cold over hot, but it is just something I've noticed. So, alright, it looks all funky and whatnot, and it is all funky. My brushes are wet, so, you know, there's that. Not a whole lot I can do because I waited until the very last minute to wash my brushes, meaning I was basically out of brushes. So yeah, I need to buy more brushes. If I can't say brushes anymore, it's just like brush, brush, brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go into that Dandelion shade. I'm really rough on my brushes, which makes it really hard for me to want to buy them because I'm like a very bad brush owner. I have brushes in my kit when I, you know, for makeup on others that I've been considering pulling out. But I use my regular brushes, my makeup brushes for my body paintings too, and water activated paints and things like that, and so I kind of ruin my brushes quite often, or not necessarily ruin them, but you know, I'm just not the best, so I need to get more. But anyways, the next color I'm going to go into is that Pampas Grass. And I'm just gonna kind of... It's funny because this is a color story, except for that Pampas Grass, that I may have picked for myself because I fucking love reds. Yeah, I just love them. I don't know why. You know what color I suck at doing and terrifies me? Blue. Blue is not my favorite color to work with. It scares me too. Like, don't want to look like Mimi, like from the Drew Carey show or whatever it was called back in the 90s. All right, I'm going back into Dandelion, just kind of deepening everything up. I have a lot of Ace Beaute palettes. There's one that I still really want, which is the Classical Paradise. I want that palette so bad. But I will tell you that I notice a difference in this palette's shimmers. I feel like they're better than some of their other palettes. Most of their shimmers are, I would say they're really good for mature eyelids. You know, when you have texture and stuff, which I do, but I'm one of those people that I just don't give a fuck if my texture is showing. Just let it, okay? I don't care. I want to be blingin'. But I do feel like the shimmers in this palette, some of them anyways, are better than they normally are. So if you were thinking about picking this palette up and the shimmers are something that keep you from doing it, so you know that Pampas whatever it's called, Pampas Grass. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Shade, you can tell it just kind of got lost in that orange shade, which is fine. I'm almost curious. I'm gonna throw a little bit here. I'm trying not to use other shades because sometimes when I do palette bingos, I'll start adding other shades, and I want to. Actually, I think I would go into like a deeper brown and deepen this look up. Would you be mad at me if I did that? I think I'm going to. I'm gonna go into Daylilies, and I'm just gonna deepen my corner up a little bit. Maybe. Is that okay? I hope it's okay with you. Okay, I'm gonna go back into that red because I don't want the red to get lost. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna go into the shimmer, the Kenya, I don't know, whatever shade that is, and throw it on my eyelid like so. I really think that this palette performs really nice. Like, I love Ace Beaute. They are more on the expensive side, but I find their palettes on sale. That's how I got all of my palettes from them. Mostly BoxyCharm, but yeah, all BoxyCharm actually. Yeah, I got them all on a BoxyCharm pop-up or in a BoxyCharm. Yeah, which is why I don't have the Classical Paradise. I want that one so bad. I'm gonna go into that Musk Rose shade and place it on top in the corner. I was talking to Andy. I'll try to tag her up in the corner about Ace Beaute. She just got the Nostalgia palette last night, so that's exciting. Alright. I am gonna go into Cherry Blossom, which is just like a really pink I don't shade, but I think it'll look okay in the inner corner. I think that this is one of my favorite brands. Do I say that? Like, saying something like that terrifies me. I guess I could have more than one favorite brand, right? Being a Libra, like, picking a favorite or just doing any of that terrifies me. I need a drink of coffee. I hate watching people drink, so if that bothers you, let me know in the comments. Eat and drink bother me, so if that bothered you, let me know, because I can like not ever do that again. I don't generally because it bothers me. So I'm gonna do my other eye off camera, and I'm gonna do my base with you guys just to chat some more. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the other eye, and that was my phone. How rude of me. I'm gonna do my base with you. I already prepped my face before I did my eyes. I just used my Dermalogica Active Moist. It's a very nice moisturizer, and then I threw on Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil by Wonder Beauty, which I absolutely love. Again, I got that on Boxy pop-up like twice because I love that shit. I could never pay full price for it though. So that brown had a little bit of fallout over here, and it wasn't wanting to budge, so I kind of have to do it this way. So I will have to go back in with that orange, that dandelion, but it's all good. It's all good. I didn't have much fallout on this side. I just didn't do a very good job. Have a scab on my nose because I had a really painful zit that I took care of, and then I have a tendency sometimes when my anxiety is really high to pick at things, and yeah, so here we are. It's cool. Not really, but you know, I'm human and just keeping it real with you guys. I love this beauty blender. It's probably time for me to throw it out, especially since I've used like Grace makeup and water activated paints with it. I mean, I clean it, but I've been using it for a while, but it's my favorite. But it's also like super cheap. It's an ELF or ELF. Do you say ELF or ELF? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say ELF. And like NYX is NYX, not NYX. But you know, I don't know. Since ELF stands for, I don't remember, face. I don't know. It stands for like eyes, face, eyes, lips, face. That's it. That's it. Figured it out. Think, Ash. Think. Here's a question. I get called, so I hate being called Ashley. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. There are only a couple people in my life that are allowed to, and that's like close family, like my mom. And even my mom doesn't call me Ashley. I'm going back into that dandelion. But there are people who will hear my name, Ash, and they will call me Ashley. And it happens to me a lot at work, like a lot. Or like, and there's some people who will call me Ash, but then they'll randomly call me Ashley because for whatever reason it's a more serious, I don't know. But if somebody tells you that their name is Ash, would you call them Ashley? Like, why would you do that? Like, I feel like it's like disrespectful. Like, I didn't say, hi, my name is Ashley, but my friends call me Ash. No. I go by Ash. My name is Ash. Honestly, I would change my name on paper. Like, to Ash. But because people call me Ashley all the time, I almost don't even want to change my name to Ash. I want to change it to something else. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go into the Park Princess Avenue Tarte palette, and I'm just going to go into the Princess Cut. I'm using different brushes than I normally do because my other brushes are still wet. But yeah, I love this palette. Now, I would never pay full price for it, but I absolutely love everything about it except for some of the shades I can't use. But yeah, I'm trying to pan it. It's a face palette, so it'll take forever. And what I mean by pan it, I mean pan the shades that I can use. I've hit pan in one of the shades already, but I want to use it all up. But I have other face palettes that I've been neglecting, so I may end up like maybe taking a break from it. I don't know. I'm gonna go into the Enhance shade. It's what I use to set my foundation. Oh, for foundation, I use the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade. It's a soft matte, long wearing foundation, Pro Filter. I don't know. It's 150. Maybe I think that might be the shade name. I got that in Boxy and I absolutely love that foundation. It's not my like my favorite is still that BB cream, but for a foundation, this is on my top list of favorite foundations. My other is a Becca foundation. anyways, I'm losing my voice. Oh my gosh, I don't know what my youngest is listening to, but yeah. Okay, so my next thing will be blush. And I'm going to go into the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush Hue Blush. I like this blush. I got it in a Boxy. That's how I got most of my higher end makeup, especially face products. Neighbors' dogs, again, because they're outside all day basically, and anytime somebody walks by, they bark. And this room is like right next to, like, it's closer to them. Okay, so the blush is done. I don't know what I want to do for highlighter. I'll be right back. So what I like to do before I do some of my highlighter, especially if I'm using a lower end highlighter or a shadow that's not really a highlighter, is I like to set my face first. So I'm going to go into my KBD Lock-It setting spray. Yep, I go overboard. Alright, for my highlighter, I'm going to go into the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette, which I also got in Boxy. And I'm going to go into the shade Treasure. I don't own a shit ton of highlighters. I don't even own a shit ton of blush. I use blush, like shadows for my blush. I use eyeshadow for my highlighter. Yeah. I don't not have a blush and I don't not have highlighter, but I find that I can use my palettes more by using the shadows in it, and I don't mind. So, you know, this may be a little bit too much for some people. This does give me a little bit of a cast, like a white cast, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. Like, yeah. This may be a lot. I don't know. But for my lips, I'm going to go into the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Rubino. I don't like that sound. Okay, there is my lips. I do wear a mask all day, but you know, I don't care. I like to have a finished look. This red is a lot, it may be too much. So for my piercings, they get covered. And so I just take a clean brush and a setting spray. I wet my brush and then I clean it off like that. Maybe that's weird, maybe it's gross, I don't know. It's just what I do. So I'm gonna do my waterline and my lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. So I just threw on some lashes and a waterline, and it's a Mayron lippy in red. Don't do what I do. I don't know if it's eye safe or not. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do freckles too. I just use Freck. I have a lime crime freckle pen and a kimchi, and Freck is my favorite. It's hard to explain why, I guess the tone and the way it works, but anyway, since we're doing a full face, might as well show you how I do the faux freckles. Thank you for being here today. I really like this eye look, and like, it's totally colors I would have picked on my own, so I got really lucky with my bingo. At least I think so. Yeah, I have been thinking about doing a video where I show you my progress weight loss pictures, and also maybe some of the pictures from Mexico from my surgery. What do you guys think? Do you want to see pictures of my body? Not nude. Obviously. You gotta pay me for that. No, I'm kidding. And like just what, you know, the hospital was like and what it looked like, and my progress. I don't know. What do you think? Do you want to see that? I haven't done it because I'm like an all makeup channel, but it's something that I've been thinking about doing. I'm to that point in my progress that I'm like, okay, I would show you and tell you my weight and what I weigh now. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, this is the finished look. What do you think? Let me know. And also, what do you think of like doing a full face of makeup? Because I normally don't do a full face of makeup. It takes a lot of time, and I don't know if you guys are interested. Anyways, I hope you made it to the end, and thank you for joining me today. Bye.